Ahoy! This is a hero story. All four of us are here. This is a big deal. This means this is a banger episode. Congrats for being here, for listening. I know it's a really big deal. I feel like it is like an Avengers movie when the four of us get together because it's like we broke up,
It's
we
rare.
had our civil war. Yeah. I'm Tyler. Who else we got here?
I'm Hunter.
JD.
I am, yeah, Harper. I'm here.
So the reason I'm doing the intro now is because Hunter, though he moved into his new place, his Wi-Fi has never been worse. And so
It's really bad.
his computer actually cannot handle recording the podcast anymore. So now I am recording the podcast, which means it's
This
all in my
episode
hands.
is 282, which is
Yes.
an excellent Iron Man cover.
Ooh,
One of the most
War-
famous
yeah.
ones.
War
That is a
Machine.
good one.
We, as a podcast, we are in the Len Kaminsky era of Iron Man, which is a great place to be.
90s
So it
place.
feels good.
It's a nice, sweet 90s pre-Kang place.
This is
However,
sorry, 282.
yeah, I was going to say, in about 20-something
Flash ends at a
episodes time, we're
225.
fucked.
Damn it.
282.
We're in the
This-
Hobgoblin era of Spider-Man if we were
We
Amazing
are in
Spider-Man.
that's true, actually. And we're
So
in the She-Hulk
we're
era
at
of
like gang war, I
Fantastic
think.
Four. Yeah, we're at the
Like 282 might
She-Hulk
be
era
gang
of
war.
Fantastic Four.
It's
Yay.
really scary how glitchy Tyler is on my screen.
I
which
know,
means
you know
I'm
what?
gonna-
Same on
I'm gonna
mine.
be-
Same on mine.
Okay,
I'm gonna be
yeah, I thought it was
glitchy
just
as
me
well.
because my Wi-Fi.
It's actually happening to me as well. This
Oh.
is weird. This sucks. Maybe
Being the host is a curse.
maybe yeah, exactly. Maybe it's
Yeah.
like a symbiote that he's passed on to me.
Yeah.
It's good to get that thing off.
I'm
He was
just
ripping it off next to the watchtower. Just dung.
Yeah.
I'm just scared that like the actual recording is going to show Tyler in perfect motion, and we're all going to be like statues.
Slow.
No,
Oh,
I'm
and-
actually
yeah.
I'm actually
Oh, yeah.
frozen right now, right? Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
is
even-
frozen.
nice. All right. It's going
Turn
well.
purple, do
Episode
it.
episode 282.
What's up with
Well,
the four of
we'll
us
see how
being
this
here?
goes.
Like this is kind of weird.
Yeah, where
Yeah,
were
this
we?
Very strange. All right, you know what? My camera's not
was-
working. Doesn't matter, I guess.
Hunter, you usually make the excuses of why we're not here. So where have you and I have been for the last few weeks?
Well, for you,
Brokeback
you were shipped
Mountain.
off. You were shipped off to the sun. I don't know why, but they're just like, we need to
What
see
has
if a man
happened to
could live on the
Tyler?
sun.
Trying to think
As
of
he's
this
doing with that,
camera.
they figured
have
they
you
needed to
done?
figure out if someone could survive being on the sun, like the end of Invincible, and
Well,
so
I'm
they
so
sent
tan,
Katie
of
there.
course. Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, my dog died.
Oh yeah,
Right. Oh yes. Yeah.
yeah, we forgot
Yeah.
that. We
But
didn't forget.
it's all good. It's all good. I needed some time. So
Well, it's
thank
not.
you.
I mean, it's not. Hunter, you don't
No,
have to say
but-
it's all good. It's not. It sucks. Tyler's frozen again.
No, he's
Sorry.
good.
Yeah.
He's good.
What did you think of the episode last week, Hunter? You said you were going to save your thoughts until.
Yes, I was gonna say thank you for your kind words when you brought up why I wasn't there last week, and
Mhm.
you
That
didn't bring
is-
up that JD was on the sun, which was a little odd, but
Yeah.
that's
Well,
pretty
we tried to
huge.
we can only really ever report on one of you guys at a time. So
Fair.
Yeah.
right, yeah,
I
right.
genuinely halfway through this week was like gearing up to do a podcast with just Hunter. I had no idea that like I
it was
just
gonna
assumed
be
JD
all
was
of
out.
us.
And then Tyler, like the literally the message where I went, oh, so Tyler's not going to be on. The very next message was Tyler being like, I probably will be on, and I just neglected it completely. I was like, well, Tyler's not on this week, and then you were
Yeah.
like, I absolutely fucking am.
Yeah.
Well, it was because
you
we
know what?
brought
I'm
up
making it
Avengers
work.
versus Aliens, and
Well, yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
supposed to. I'm driving to DC. I'm going on vacation tomorrow morning. So
Shit.
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, you know what? I'll get some sleep.
That's
and
not
then,
that. That's like
actually,
a 4-hour drive from Staten Island.
Yeah. But I'm storming the Capitol at 12:30, so I got to get there. I got to get there in time. But
by the time this episode's out, he's already done
He's
it.
yeah,
already
check the
done it.
news.
I
Yeah,
was that has to be
Yeah.
the most like thrown I've been. I just was not expecting that one.
but
Holy
yeah,
shit.
but I have to do that tomorrow morning. But you guys said, Avengers, Aliens, so
You were in.
I have
You
to
were
do
in no
that.
matter what. Yeah.
yeah, we have to talk
Yeah,
about
I
it.
see.
And I'm following the tradition of last week, where I have cat post-it notes that I write all of our all of our news on. So here we go.
Yeah,
this
I
fucking
gathered
guy.
the news because we're recording pretty late right now. Like it's midnight.
Yeah, it's
where I am.
9:40
Don't look out the
for
window.
me.
But I gathered the news. I don't think I missed anything. So we do have news, and we have comics. Obviously, we mentioned Alien versus Avengers, Alien v Avengers, whatever.
Yeah,
Are you in the
AVA.
Wasteland.
He's in Guzzle Town or
Borderlands.
whatever from Mad Max.
How many times does he need to be?
runs from
How- How many times does he need to be reprimanded for having a background that we all
Can I
hate?
like
I
make
genuinely-
it as host?
like,
Can I stop that?
No,
Yes,
wait.
you can. I
only,
think you
wait,
can.
just listen.
I turned this video off.
Yeah, you turn his camera off.
Listen
You
to
go on
me.
punishment. You could
Listen
also
to
change
me.
his name. I found out as host.
Oh, yeah,
Listen
you
to me.
can.
Listen
Yeah.
to
You
me.
can put like on punishment.
Listen to me.
On punishment.
Okay. I only do it when JD's here because I like seeing his reaction.
I
And I just
fucking
like
hate it.
I put it on and I had to literally like put my finger between my teeth and bite down so I didn't start laughing because I just knew
just
JD would
gonna
be
turn
like,
to Red
"You
Hulk."
fuck." Oh god. All right, I'll change it, JD. That was just for you, man. I'm sorry.
Thanks, pal. I missed you a lot too.
So should we get into this news?
Yes.
Oh,
am
what
I
the
still
fuck?
doing the
Jesus
one-
Christ!
I didn't mean. I
Harper.
genuinely didn't mean to do that.
What is
I didn't
that?
mean-
Oh, that was
sorry.
Michael
It
Myers.
was the Halloween.
I thought it was hell.
Hey, sorry, not nothing to do with the movies, but we're almost at the 1 year anniversary of almost getting Tom King on the show.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Damn. Thanks, man.
But not because that he leaked super.
Bro, ghost and be like every girl.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We just agree with that.
Yeah. No,
He
you
was
they
setting
do
everything.
that to you, JD. Yeah.
I was going to confront him at a con. but he
So
canceled.
Really do.
first bit of news: Marvel
Am I going
today.
through this or you?
I got it. Let me.
Oh.
Wow,
I thought you passed me
he's
the ball,
taking it
coach.
over, Hunter.
better
It's
play,
not just
Hunter.
the
I
recording.
got a pen.
Yes.
I got a pen. I got notes. This is a
Damn,
professional
okay.
podcast.
Okay.
So okay, the first bit of news that Hunter has written down is that Marvel Celebration video, the 85th anniversary
So
Marvel video
funny.
that came out today.
Yeah.
That is, it's all about Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko
Mm.
until they show Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk. at
Red
the
Hulk
end.
at the end.
So yeah,
That's like their stinger.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
yeah, you can't wait for this though. I'm
Guess
like, I
who's really
really
responsible for Marvel's success? Harrison Ford's Red Hulk.
Yeah,
Harrison
exactly.
Ford taking the legacy of a dead man.
But it's like literally like
Yeah.
they're building it up. They're like, after 85 years, we're finally doing it, and it's Red Hulk. You know, like so stupid.
General
I guess
Ross,
I guess it
man.
was a fun video. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I
mean,
don't
I
even
just
know-
wrote it down because I
I was-
thought that was funny.
I was
But
gonna
they show Daredevil.
They did show Daredevil. Born Again
wish
is
they
gonna
showed-
be
but-
good, man.
It is, but I want show me more. It's not the shot that we
Like,
saw fucking half a year
release
ago.
the actual trailer,
Release the Snyder
Daredevil
cut.
I mean, we
Yeah,
all
exactly.
watched the leak trailer, right?
and it looks fucking sick.
that
Yeah.
was
It looks
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Hunter was like, "Woo, my favorite character from Miss Marvel's here! Yay!"
Ew, no. Out of all
My
that,
favorite
I
actor
do, you,
Sure,
do
from
you
Ms.
genuinely
Marvel.
think they're going to cut him from the show? Because that was
No.
all people talked
no,
about.
he seems like a pretty major role. Like,
But
so
they
they
wouldn't
said-
have. They would cut him. I think if they were gonna cut him, they wouldn't have had him in the show at all. Because that was
to
all
me
out
is
before they
weird.
filmed this.
that was
that's
all
weird
out
to
when
me.
the Marvels wasn't even out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. So they
It
were
is kind
like,
of strange, but
"Fuck it, let's include you anyway." Like I feel like
Yeah, I
Disney
guess
acts
we're
people
talking
for
about
less.
we're talking about a leak trailer here. I guess for those who don't know, the actor who plays Miss Marvel's father is going to be in
Yeah.
Daredevil Born Again as a client that Matt Murdock
Matt
works
Mercer.
with. Yeah, sorry.
the hell is that?
and
Matt Murdock,
allegedly,
works
we
with.
heard some reports that this dude had sent his dick to like underage girls, which is
Hmm.
again a theory. I was gonna say a rumor that we don't know if it's 100% true. It's allegations, but
theory.
at the it's a theory.
That's just
But
a theory.
at the same time, they fired Jonathan Majors, so
Yeah.
it's weird. It's weird unless they have like some exonerating evidence. It's weird to not at least put the like brakes on this
To
character.
back it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like of all the characters, like Miss Marvel's dad, like who gives a shit?
Miss
really?
Marvel's dad, dude. He's been
It's
in
like, no,
3
we
movies.
need him in
Dude,
Daredevil.
Ms. Marvel's
Yeah.
dad is actual connective tissue in this new
I
fucking
know.
phase of
That's
shit.
that's what that's
He's
why
shown up
it's
more
so
than
weird.
Shang-Chi and Sam Wilson, bro.
But at
And
this point,
Spider-Man.
won't he have shown up more than his own daughter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
It will.
bizarre.
that is fucking weird.
Because you
Kill
could have just
him.
made it Miss Marvel's
Fictionally
mom at
kill
that
him.
point.
Yeah, or just
Yeah.
Kamala.
Or her brother. She has like an older brother.
Yeah, no,
does have an
no,
older
Tyler,
brother, yeah.
that's the correct thing. Why isn't it just like Kamala Khan? Like,
Nobody
just have her.
in the world would complain. I mean, I at least wouldn't. You know what? That's wrong. People would definitely complain if Ms. Marvel was in Daredevil Born Again. But I mean, like, I just like the idea of why not just have a bunch of characters show up. I love the idea that he's the center of this little corner of the universe,
It seems
Mhm.
like that's like Charlie Cox said the other day. He's like, we've got some fun little cameos. Like, it sounded like not shit that distracts from the story, but who
New
knows?
York
Maybe
level characters. I
Wong
think
will
that's
be
really
in it for
fun.
sure. won't he?
Echo?
Wong. Who'd you say?
Wong.
Echo.
Echo.
Echo. They said M'Baku, and I was like, I don't.
That
think
was a
so.
Oh my
Random-
god, I
that
would
would've been a
love
random-
that. I would fucking love
the
that.
current king of Wakanda He's gotta go to Matt Murdock and be like, "Hey, man,
Hey, bro, help me out.
isn't that what T'Challa did? Remember when T'Challa stopped being king of Wakanda so he could be Daredevil? Remember that
Yeah.
that book?
Yeah.
What the fuck was
for like a
why would
month
you-
or something.
Why would you want to do that? Why would that be like the job that you want to replace probably the
Yeah,
best
that's-
job in the world with? I'm the king of the sickest place on earth.
That's
Actually,
like
I'm
if
gonna
the
go
I'll be a
president-
really sad guy of like a few blocks in
of,
New
a,
York.
of like a 6 block radius in New
Yeah,
York.
Hell's
Yeah.
Kitchen.
Like, that's like if the president of the United States decided he wanted to be a vigilante in London for a week.
Or Red Hulk, yeah.
They have nothing to do with this country.
Yeah, I'm gonna go move and I'm gonna fight crime in London. Yeah, like you were just the president. Yeah,
Not even London though. It has to be like a small, like
yeah, no,
very
it would
small, like
it
a
would be like
borough.
if he
Neighborhood
became
of
the
England.
mayor of a small town. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
That's
Um,
a good point.
But yeah, I'm excited for the show nonetheless. I think it'd be fun. I think you could have. I wish in a perfect world we would get Spider-Man in it, wouldn't we? But
No,
I want at
It's not a
least.
perfect world.
It isn't. No, clearly not.
I think Jessica
This-
Jones will be in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say at the very
Yeah.
least, I would love to see all of the Netflix characters back. At least
I
the
hope-
Defenders.
I hope Iron Fist, I hope Jessica Jones, I hope Luke Cage all walk in like Elektra and Blade and
In-
Gambit did,
in
where it's just
Deadpool.
like it's just that dun, 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 music, and then
Yeah.
they all slow-mo walk in one by
And
one.
Deadpool or in Daredevil, just I guess he wouldn't be looking at them, would he? But you know,
Oh
what I
no,
mean.
but how good would
to
it
the
be
side.
if it's Matt standing there, they all enter the room, and it's like the first three of them, and then also Daredevil walks in.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is like,
Oh, he's like, yeah, I'm here too.
a bug was just crawling on my microphone and just scared the shit out of me. All of a sudden, I just saw it like out of the corner of my eye. I was like, ah!
Bug.
Like a scorpion.
No, it was like a small bug, but
It's like it's one of those plate-sized tarantulas you have in Australia,
oh yeah,
like
we
a
don't
literal
have
face
tarantulas in
hugger
Australia, but yeah.
tarantula, a face hugger spider.
Sucker.
A
It's just
huntsman
face
spider.
hugger.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Okay, let me scroll that off.
I love that you've got that. I love that you've got the sticky note still. I feel that is the connective tissue between the episodes we do and the ones where everyone else comes back.
The Thing set pictures. This is the next thing that Hunter has written.
Oh
down.
yeah, this is weird.
You saw
Well,
these,
it's pretty
JD?
cool.
no.
Really?
Oh, I'll send it to him right
We're
now.
cool.
I'll send
We're
to
It
him.
is
Send to him.
cool.
So we saw set pictures from the set of the Fantastic Four.
There's a woman thing. The rumors are true.
The rumors are
God,
true. There's a
stop.
female thing on set.
I think
but
it's
they've
cool to
built
at least
a
act
physical,
Send it to
practical
you.
Fantastic Four the Thing costume, and it's
Wonderful.
not Ebon in there, but it is a guy.
No.
There is a human being in there. It's not like
Yeah.
a reference, kind of
It's a human
big
being in there. What
place.
else would be in there? A gorilla?
I mean, it
It's
could be
definitely a
robot.
reference thing, Tyler. It's definitely a reference.
No,
thing.
I know, but at the very least, there's a guy doing like motion. It's not just reference.
The
he
thing
is the guy.
face.
Yeah, it's not
facial
James
structure
Spader where
definitely looks
he was in the grey suit with like
In
a
the
pole
hoodie,
and then
yeah.
like a ping pong ball like
Yeah,
3
exactly.
feet above his head.
Imagine
Oh,
they
he's
put a
coming
gorilla
back!
in there.
Is that
Imagine
in
there
the
was a
news?
gorilla in there.
Because
that in the
JD's like,
news?
who else would be in there? A gorilla? Could you imagine?
It looks like this monster face. Like it's the exact
Mm.
same. Like
No, it's literal
Yeah.
Kirby face. The thing. He
yeah.
looks,
Like
he looks,
I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking.
He
with
looks perfect.
Well,
man. I
look
think
at the size
it.
of like the person.
He actually looks fantastic.
he does look.
Say
And
that
you know what I
again.
like?
Fantastic.
You know what I like? He's got
Guys.
clothes.
Guys, I've got it.
He's got fucking
Well
clothes. I
done.
like that.
We just end the
Thank you,
podcast.
Harper.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got you.
He looks
Um,
like a hero story. Say that again.
I love
He
it.
does look good.
I
It
think he
is.
looks sick.
It is probably just like a stand-in, so then the actors know where to look. But
You know what I like as
it does
well?
look good.
Kind of small thing.
No, he's quite large actually.
As soon as I said it, I was like, "Oh no, oh no!"
Mm,
That was
yeah.
the wrong. That was the wrong
Stupid joke.
thing to say. But the thing is that I like.
Oh, good God, the puns.
I like that he's kind of not so tall. You know, like when Kirby drew him, he was like maybe as tall as Reed. He's really not that tall.
Look at this woman.
No, I know, but he's not like
Show
8
the
or
photo
9.
again.
He's, you know what I mean? Like sometimes
That
they
does
make him
not
as
look
big as-
anything like the original thing. That's way off.
You don't think the
I-
shape is
Oh,
correct?
he doesn't have the jacket
It's
on.
not even the original thing. That one. It's definitely-
But the,
but-
the woman that's like adjusting a shirt right here, she's
they were like
7
all the
feet tall.
same.
Oh, she's
Yeah, but they were like all the same
she's
size.
7 feet.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah,
like
yeah.
barely 5'10".
No, literally, but that's what I kind of like is that because I don't necessarily, sometimes they make him as big as like the fucking Hulk, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
he's too fucking big, like sometimes he's like 9-10 feet tall. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
he's like 6 foot maybe, I kind of like
Mhm.
that, like the Michael Chiklis size. I think he looked good as the Thing. I know, like we look back and they're like, oh, maybe CGI could be better than practical in some sense. But I thought that suit on Michael Chiklis was always really good.
It was.
they
really
got him
good.
at Google has him at 6 foot 500 pounds.
The Thing, damn, he's
Yeah.
overweight. Man. He's got a drop.
Yeah, I'm
Kind
totally him.
of fat.
Yeah,
Is
he's
he
not gonna.
canon me?
500.
Glue some rocks to me, bro. I can do it.
I do think CGI.
6'5",
This is
500.
going to be a stand-in suit, but I think CGI is the way to go with today's film.
Yeah, if it can look seamless, which most of their CGI characters sometimes look pretty seamless. If he can look as good as the Hulk has looked, then yes, you know.
Or like
'Cause they've-
Thanos. Yeah.
Yeah, Thanos. I still think about how incredible just the idea that Thanos, he's never a real guy. It's always CGI, but he's the main character of that movie, and you never question it. Rocky Raccoon, Groot, that kind of thing. If they can just do that, and it's Ben, yes, I guess that's better than practical. But at least they still have someone in a suit. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I already crossed it out.
You're the news guy. I was going to say the next.
Yeah,
thing.
Ultron.
Come on, new Hunter.
Yeah, well, Hunter didn't actually have this written down, but I've written it down now.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Ultron.
about that. Actually, yeah,
James
we can talk about
Spader
that.
is
Yeah.
going to return as Ultron in the
Robert
Vision
California.
Quest
Is
show.
This is so lit. This
Wait,
is so
Vision has
lit.
his own show.
Vision's gonna have his own show.
JD, fuck the Vision. Who cares? Ultron, bro. That's all we care about.
Yeah, but like, why?
Yeah,
Just make
Did
an
you watch
Ultron show. At that
I
WandaVision?
point.
think. Well, we've talked about this. The
Just make
Vision.
an Ultron show.
You probably don't need
JD,
a
you would
Vision
love this
show.
version of the Vision. He's head to toe white.
That's true.
Ooh.
He's right up your alley.
I thought Hunter was the racist. I thought I was the sexist.
I'm
I've
not saying what
I've
you said.
lost
What you
track.
did
I
in
was
this call.
okay. I was okay with being the sexist.
You were okay with that,
I liked it. Hell, I loved it.
but you're not. But the
We're so,
racist
like-
is
we're
too.
so,
far.
like,
Racism
low
is where I draw the
energy.
line.
We're so low energy, like hateful towards each other now. It's always now it's just mumble. Hunter's
Yeah, like
racist.
Harper beats the shit out of his dog.
Yeah,
Mumble,
Harper,
I don't even know
Harper
what,
beat
but
his
it's true.
dog.
I'll do
Hunter's
it.
a racist.
Hunter's dog is dead. Yeah, Hunter's. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
It's so too
Yeah.
soon.
I wasn't
It
sure.
is.
I wasn't sure. I'm sorry. I wanted to
It's
test the
okay.
waters. It didn't work.
I thought it was gonna be me that did that.
I'm gonna cut that from the recording.
No, it's
No, you
okay.
are not.
I
There's
know.
no way you will.
It's all good. Life.
Love you, buddy.
Life.
It gets better, I guess.
Mhm.
Ultron.
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 Yeah, we don't know the context of this happening. We just know that James Spader is coming back to voice Ultron. We don't know if
Yeah.
it's like a main character or just like maybe it's a dream sequence, a cameo. But I
No.
hope that it is like Ultron. Like
If
he
it-
is-
It's gonna be
just like
Ultron.
buddy cop Ultron Vision, sure, why not?
that'd be
know.
awesome.
As JD and Hunter just said the opposite thing at the exact same time.
So I mean, Hunter work.
That's a One Piece reference. But
But
I think it can work.
Ultron should have always been reoccurring though, right? Like, as being the one, at least he should at least be the one character that doesn't ever fully die. Like, isn't that the point of Ultron? There's always some other
Yeah.
Ultron.
Mhm.
And it would have been cool to see him occur again. Or you know what I always liked, because in the comics, after a while they did Annihilation Conquest, where
Oh, yeah,
Ultron
I read
becomes
that.
like a
Oh my
cosmic threat. and he
god,
fights the
yes, I remember
Guardians.
that. Yeah.
And I kind of wish that they could have done something like that, like maybe make Ultron like a larger scale, because bring him back. Like
He
obviously
leaves
bring him
Earth.
back.
Yeah.
I don't know
but I
if you
like that they
remember,
are.
Tyler, but they did bring him back.
What if?
Oh, and what
And
if
also
they-
Doctor Strange
Infinity
too.
Ultron. Oh, there
Yeah.
are Ultrons in Doctor Strange too. You're right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they
there are Ultron.
But they're like
Infinity Ultron
servants.
is actually sick, though. To be
yeah,
fair,
yeah.
He was
I'll
cool as
give it
fuck.
to him. Yeah,
he's cool.
but
That's exactly what you were just saying, Tyler. Bring back Ultron as a bigger scale threat.
yeah, I
That's
just realized.
exactly
Yeah, he
what it
got all
was,
the
wasn't it?
Infinity Stones, didn't he?
But make it like,
But that was
make
yeah.
it more serious, I guess.
I guess
Yeah,
more
do a live
stakes
action
and
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like Ultron. I think he's cool. And I think, do you think Harper? Because I read the
What?
article where they're talking about the Vision Quest show, which really should not be a show. I think we've talked about this. At most, make it like one of those special
Special.
presentations.
Yeah,
the
40-minute special.
Yeah, 46 episodes of the Vision going. Am I a guy or am I not a
Yeah.
guy?
Maybe I
Like,
am a monster.
Yeah, just do
You
40
think I
quick
serve
minutes.
Ultron?
Yeah, I am not.
Oh
Ultron.
god, yeah, we're gonna see Vision do that for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys
talking
are
about
all
the
gonna
ship of
watch that fucking
Theseus.
bozos.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
no.
But
They
here's what I was
will.
gonna say.
They
No,
will.
Harper,
us,
you're
us
gonna watch
Chads
it.
are gonna play
When was
Red
the
Dead
last time I
2.
watched anything?
You watch Secret Invasion every week.
You watch the Acolyte or whatever that show is called.
I didn't watch a single frame of the Acolyte.
Harper, I'm pretty sure was Secret Invasion the last Marvel show to happen?
For me, in my timeline, yeah. I
Was it
can't
the
remember in
last
general.
Marvel show? Well, What If season 2? I
Yeah,
guess.
but on Harper's timeline, they have like pizza
Oh,
balls and like they go on Red.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go on Red.
and
Yeah,
X-Men
Bruce
97.
Campbell's punching himself just out there.
God, that's
Over
a
there
multiverse
for
of madness.
Does Strange tell him to do it for 2 weeks?
24 hours, I think.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's
that's still too
terrible.
much.
He's
That's
gonna die.
terrible.
Yeah, no, it's
He killed
pretty
Bruce
rough.
Campbell.
The first thing he
Is-
does is put his hand on the grill, right? Like he's going to die.
Do you think that's the thing that made Reed Richards be like the single most dangerous threat in the entire multiverse is you?
Because he's just
Like,
petty
this
as
dude,
fuck, and he'll just do
He's
that.
making Bruce
Keep-
Campbell beat the
keep
shit
it
out of
yourself.
himself.
You remember in Jessica Jones when not Killmonger?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Kilgrave,
Kilgrave. Yeah,
he does
it's
that
like
1,000
Kilgrave.
cuts thing. He's like 1,000
Yes.
cuts.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Imagine
yeah.
Imagine how dark it would be if Doctor Strange just did that to him. 1,000 cuts.
Well, even like Kilgrave did things where he got annoyed at people, like that guy in the bar where he's just like stand there for like a week or something.
Yeah.
Like guy
That
outside
happened
the
in,
bar, he had to just stand in one spot.
That happened in like obviously you guys know Preacher. Preacher's power, like Jesse Custer's power, is basically the Purple Man. You know, it's the voice of God. Anyone has to do anything he says whenever he does it. He makes a guy like one of the villains of like the agency that's chasing them down count every single grain of sand on a beach.
Oh.
And the dude doesn't show up for like 20 something issues, and we see him again, and he's like skin and bones and a beard and long hair, and he's still counting, and it's like fucking hell. Like,
Jesus.
yeah,
That's horrible. I love it.
Yeah.
though.
good stuff.
What
Yeah,
I was
like
going to
that-
say, Harper, there's a question I still
Yes.
have. I was reading this
Yes.
article about Vision Quest, and it says that this, along with Wonder Man, it was like saying that this means, or it's implied at Marvel, or it's assumed at Marvel that this is going to lead to some sort of West Coast Avengers thing.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Because this is, I mean, this one's called Vision Quest as
Don't.
well, which is a West Coast Avengers story. Wonder Man is going to appear as a character.
Make that the fuck Armor Wars off. Just put War Machine in West Coast Avengers.
But
That's
that
it.
could but that could be what Armor Wars is, like a
He's
like a
leading
stealth
to.
West Coast Avengers.
Okay, that does make sense. We also thought that that Hawkeye and Miss Marvel and everything would lead to Young Avengers, and it feels like that's not happening anymore.
Yeah, that's
so-
true.
But
I don't
Iron
know.
Lad, it's gonna be Hartley from Iron Man 3.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
with the potato gun.
But also, like
That's Harper's favorite movie of all time.
I like
Iron Man
it.
3.
the next
I like it.
Avengers,
I
is
actually kind of like it
gonna-
too. I've come around on it.
It's no one's favorite movie, and it's nor anyone's most hated movie. It's
Yeah,
a movie.
it's just a
it's
movie
not
that
bad.
people have seen.
I like it.
It's okay. But like I feel like with like Secret Wars having a release date and the next Avengers filming probably next year, I feel like they're not gonna do West Coast Avengers. Or
No,
they're
yeah,
not
there's
gonna-
no way. I mean,
Mm.
if I mean, they're not going to push it. So yeah, it would be pointless to do West Coast Avengers after you've rebooted the universe, perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
So
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like post Secret Wars we don't really know what's gonna happen, and
It
I don't
would
think
be-
they're
it
gonna set
would-
anything up
I
for
guess
it
it
yet.
would be cool though. The idea of that is kind of
Yes, absolutely.
Do you want?
Alright.
Can I interject with some like random news that I don't think will be written down? I realized it today, and I thought it was so weird.
Hmm?
So like I caught up on Daredevil, caught up
Yeah,
on
finally.
the new run. It's good stuff. Enjoying it. Yeah, but so I was like, okay, what am I going to go to next? I'll go to Doctor Strange, right? And so I saw Doctor Strange was up to issue 18. I was like, that's cool, and catch up easy. That issue came out like 2 weeks ago, and there's no issue solicited going forward. And it ends with just Jed McKay being like, when I spoke to Marvel about writing Doctor Strange, and then it just signs off, but there's no Marvel didn't announce that the series ending. It's not like Jerry Duggan's Iron Man, where it was so clear that it was an end point. And like he was like, I've done what I've come to do, and the final issue is a big celebration, and it's done. Like it was so
You know what?
weird.
Jed
I guess
McKay.
that's done.
He's definitely, out of all the books he's writing, Doctor Strange is probably the least beloved.
Yeah, I
least
think he's
important.
dropped it.
He's
to
writing
deal with other shit.
Avengers. He's writing X-Men.
X-Men.
Yeah,
He's
no,
writing
I
Moon
think that's
Knight.
exactly
He wrote
what's
the big
happened.
event. And also, I'm assuming that this. Remember, we talked about this One World Under Doom book. I think that's
Yeah.
probably going to be your Doctor Strange thing because Doom just became Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Oh
that's probably
yeah,
where
yeah.
they're
That'll
gonna
probably
follow
be
the
McKay
Doctor
too.
Strange
Well,
story.
like I saw that the final page was very much like you aren't the Sorcerer Supreme, but I'm still by your side, Stephen, and the end. But
Uh-huh.
you would have liked this, Tyler. There's a part where it says he says Strange is a funny one. He's a perennial guest star. When someone's got magic problems, Doctor Strange turns up and gets involved somehow, and then he's shuffled off again while the headlining heroes get on with their lives. And then he talks about like how that's how he used it. And then he goes, but most importantly, we've seen how the people in his life suffer for his absence, take joy in his presence, and help him to compensate for his flaws. Because Stephen Strange is more than a perennial guest star. He's a pillar of the Marvel Universe, a fascinating character around whom an entire constellation of characters and concepts revolve. I may be leaving him, but the Doctor remains, as always, in. Which I think is just
That's
so
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, that's
I'm like,
awesome.
this dude gives a shit, man.
Jed McKay, he's the man. He's the man. He just
So Harper, did you read the whole run?
No, I'm catching up. I just read that
Oh.
last page.
Oh, okay.
just
Because
read
I
the
saw there was
story.
no
I've heard it
QR
is
code.
good. I've heard
I
good
s- I-
things
I-
about
Yeah, I've
it.
read some of it. I like
I'm like halfway through it.
What's his name?
I saw that he
Pascal Ferry?
makes a
He's
new
good.
Defenders team in it, and
Yeah.
like the new Moon Knight's on there, and
Because I saw there was no solicit. I literally just went to the last page and it was that. So that's how I found that.
Okay.
oh,
So it didn't spoil the issue per se, but yeah. Oh, fuck, Hunter! I just saw those TVs again. God damn it!
What?
They were talking
The
about
TVs that you're helping me pick
Oh yeah,
before the
Harper's buying
podcast
a
for the
new
audience. I'm trying to buy a
television.
TV and I don't
He's
know what
buying a
TV
new
to buy.
telly.
Hunter
And
Murray,
Hunter's a-
TV salesman.
Yeah,
He
I
is
used
a
to sell
TV
TVs.
expert because
It's
he
like his
worked in home
one
entertainment.
talent in life. Like it's not art. It's not like
No.
TV. It's not art.
podcasting.
No,
This
no.
artist.
No.
It's TVs because specifically I'm trying to get him to get the TV from Conjuring 2 that when he turns it off, there's an old man in the reflection that yells at him.
Oh,
I
It's a
want him to
reference
have
for
that.
Conjuring 2 reference. Movie.
you don't want him
bucks.
to have one of those TVs with the 3D glasses attached to them?
No, I want him to have the Conjuring 2 TV.
Okay.
Specifically for the old man and
The old man that yells
every
at
time
them.
Harper turns off the TV, he just jumps because there's an old guy in the reflection that yells.
Yeah, there's always
then I
just
realized
someone
it's
in the
just me.
reflection. No matter what, there's
Oh,
always
I'm just-
someone. There's always an old man behind you.
Mm.
The next piece of news that Hunter has written down, I really don't care about this. Is this news? It says Rob Liefeld announces he's
Oh.
retiring from Marvel.
Rest
So
in
I
peace,
think it's
bozo.
funny.
I think that's
parentheses-
useful news.
In
So-
parentheses, he then went back on that statement to Bleeding Cool, saying he's got 5 more years in him.
Are you fucking serious?
So he posted on Twitter, he's just like, I'm done Marvel. He went on a little rant again saying how it's not as good
When
as
is
it
he
used to
not
be.
ranting?
Yeah, not as good as it used to be, blah blah blah. DC sucks. He's been doing covers for Deadpool, and I think he's been doing some interior art
He's
as
actually
well.
been reading. He's been reading. He's been writing some Deadpool for the first time.
Yeah, so he is
ever.
doing stuff. And he's just like, after 33 years of Marvel, I'm officially done. And then Bleeding Cool saw these tweets, made an article on it, and then he's like, oh. So
I'm not actually done.
if you click on the Bleeding Cool article, there's 2 edits because he contacted them twice, saying like,
Rob Liefeld is such
when
a
I
stupid
said
cunt.
done,
I
I
hate
mean
him
like.
so much.
He's
I
like,
ju-
I'm
I
not
just think he's the
retiring.
best.
I'm just, I'm quitting Marvel, but I'm not retiring from comics. And then
You
he
know
went
what
back and being like, you know what? I have 5 more years of Marvel in me. I want to do a Wolverine story.
I fucking hate him.
You
Remember
know
when he
what
told
I-
you to take your
know-
meds, Hunter?
You know what I saw at a
yeah, he
at
did.
a store was a Rob Liefeld Deadpool Corp comics shirt. Bought that shit immediately. I needed it. I have a Rob Liefeld Deadpool shirt now
Why?
because it
Fair.
looks sick. Because I'm like, fuck it, 90s, whatever. It sucks. I love it.
All right. Someone
Somebody
on
get Tyler
Reddit-
back on his meds.
Someone
Yeah,
on
sorry.
Reddit pointed out that they went back and looked, and this is the 9th time that he announced that he's retiring from Marvel.
It's like Brett Favre.
It's like,
Good
yeah, or
God.
Tom Brady. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
just stop it. Anyways, yeah,
I hate him.
he's not a good person, but we'll move on from that. The next one is one that I read a lot on. I'm gonna take your place here just for a second.
Yeah. All right.
Jen Bartel, who she's been doing a lot of the She-Hulk covers for the past
Love
like
Jen
4
Bartel. She's
years.
so good.
Really,
she's
really
an
good.
incredible artist. Yeah.
Mm.
Suddenly stopped doing covers. And the reason is because Marvel Snap, which is the greatest game of all time, has been using your covers as like cards that you can buy in game with like real money. And she doesn't get any money for this. And she went on Twitter. She's like, you know what? It's okay because I don't own She-Hulk. I don't own these
Yeah.
characters. So I understand. But it is odd how it's like there's reports that these cards of her art, there's like $10,000 put into that specific art, and she gets zero of it. So because of this, she's kind of stopping doing Marvel comics, and she's going to look into doing like Image and Dark Horse and stuff like that instead. So, and it's because Marvel Snap is doing that. So
Your favorite game, Marvel Snap. You know, here's the thing. It sucks, but also once you make it, it's kind of Marvel's to do with what they fucking want. So like,
yeah, and she did say like she
fight.
gets it.
You know what's
but
fascinating?
it bothers her to the point that she's not going to do covers anymore.
This whole
like, slow
fair
down on
enough.
covers.
As
it is
is
fair,
her choice.
and
yeah.
it's not like she's talentless or anything. Like she can make anything look good. She'll be an asset anywhere, you know. I think in light of reading about this, I read an old Jim Shooter blog post about the whole Jack Kirby Marvel like dispute back in the late 70s where he sued Marvel, and just kind of how that kind of occurred. And it's so fascinating to me because the policy of Marvel was not to give the artists their original art back, like the pencils, which is crummy.
It's wild.
The art belongs to them. And when Jim Shooter became editor in chief, he implemented a system that they would get their art back. They would get the original art. But before he had done that, Jack Kirby had sued Marvel for possession of that art and for ownership over some of the characters. And I thought it was interesting because we always demonize Stan Lee in this, but they're both crazy because Jack Kirby was saying that in his settlement, he wanted for every character that Marvel ever created to say it was created by Jack Kirby, including like Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and shit. And he wanted Stan Lee's name off of it.
Right.
Like, and Stan Lee would get no credit. It would just say created by Jack Kirby.
But it must have thrown him up a wall like every single time it said like Stan Lee presents.
And it's true.
And it's like
it's true. But it is
Deadpool.
I just thought that was crazy. I'm like, dude, you're never gonna get that. You know? And apparently,
but that's the thing about lawsuits. You go for way more than you think you're gonna get.
Because I was
the
also
settlement
reading,
is gonna be, what you actually want.
The way it actually ended was that the guys working at Marvel found just contracts that Kirby had signed that said, you don't own these characters, you never will own these characters, any of that.
Which
and
sucks.
They had assumed that Kirby's side knew that existed, but they just didn't know. So Kirby's lawyers didn't know that Kirby had signed a contract that said he didn't own the characters anyway. So it kind of just fucked everything up, And it is a shame that Kirby doesn't get the credit he deserves, obviously, still to this day. Like that Marvel 85th video starts with Stan Lee and is really kind of centered around him. It's just him yapping, even though they do mention Kirby and stuff. But I thought that lawsuit was wild. Like he wants to be credited for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Let me cross out Rob retires. Let me cross out Jen Partel. All
this is quite confronting having the both of you compete for the news.
I know. I kind of like it.
It's like watching your
I'm
parents
doing the news.
fight.
This is Ford versus Ferrari right now, but for like the podcast edition, right?
Who you got, JD? Who you got? Ford or Ferrari?
My bail.
I'm going Ferrari. I've never actually seen the movie.
It's a good movie.
Neither have I.
I'd rather just watch House.
DC news. Matt Reeves confirms they are still working on the Batman 2.
I saw that. Yeah, didn't we talk about that last week? Because a dude said we're shooting next year.
I thought it was just like we knew this though.
Basically,
we literally talked. It was a piece of news that I told you last week, Tyler. Remember, I said there was a guy that was like, "We're shooting next year." Yeah,
he said it's the sequel to the first one.
He said it's the sequel. Yeah, it's the sequel to the first one. Yep.
There was a lot of rumors that it was going to get canceled because they wanted to focus on the new DC universe, and we haven't had an update of this movie for a long time, ever since it got delayed. So I guess a fan asked Matt Reeves, "Is this still happening?" And he said, "Yeah, they're still working on it, but I think they're still working on the script. This movie was supposed to be done filming by now."
I think it was delayed for a reason. There was no way it was going to be. I really don't think it was going to be canceled after they've now made this Penguin show and it's coming out next month.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
that's very
they've
exciting.
invested in this universe. as fucking stupid as fuck as it is that this isn't gonna be the Batman moving forward, they're still investing in this universe and these versions of the characters. So
But it might just be 2 movies at the most. I don't think they're gonna do the trilogy anymore.
if it's good enough, I guess I don't need a full trilogy. But I
would like one.
I just wish Rob was the Batman for the long haul, you know?
I still feel like it could
Yes,
happen.
agreed. He
but-
should be. He won't be, but
you
he
know,
should
I know
be.
I still feel like maybe it really could because they've done nothing with the Batman, but yeah. Do you think that's what the Batman post-credit scene should be?
Good
Batman
God.
2?
I love how like Tyler was out of it, but Hunter and JD were like,
That was like a
Study
20. That was like a
who
20.
he
Like, if you showed me that in like 2016, I'd be like,
Yeah.
That's
The,
from
uh,
magicalquote.com.
For the audio
just in case.
listeners, he just
I was
showed
about to say,
us
it looks like a 2016
quote,
outpost.
a quote
It's
from
just the worst edit.
It's
Well,
what Henry
Black
Cavill
Adam-
said at the end of Black Adam.
It's been a while
were-
since
those
anyone's made
were-
the world
Those
this
were
nervous.
Henry
Black
Cavill's
Adam.
last words.
We should.
Oh my god, Hunter! I didn't tell. I think it's because you haven't been on, but like we watched The Batman, right? And immediately
I saw
following
you did
watching,
on Letterboxd. Yeah.
we didn't even watch The Batman. It was after the scene where they interrogate Penguin. I paused the movie, broke the immersion, and showed her the video of us doing that scene. So fucking
Open your eyes.
Yeah. Swear to me.
We gotta do another one of those.
Do we?
Just recreate. We gotta find one with 4 people and just recreate.
Oh my god.
Such a good
A
one.
Hunter Harper show plus special guest, and it's just the whole podcast.
Yeah.
It's just a regular podcast episode.
Yeah.
Next bit
Oh,
of
man.
news:
Great movie.
Jo-
though.
Joker 2 posters.
Sorry, I'm
That
I'm
was
thinking of the
Gaga.
inherent.
That's not the
comedy of
title. Joker
calling-
2 is not the title. Say the real title.
Joker Folie et
Folie
Deux
à Deux.
posters.
Sorry.
Um,
Hunter, I
Mhm.
really think there's comedic value in sometime in the future naming just a regular podcast episode The Hunter Harper Show and then featuring Comic Boy and History of the Flash as though they're special guests. It's
I mean,
not
at this
just the
point, it is
normal
a special
podcast.
guest when all 4 of us are on the podcast.
It's
Yeah.
true,
No, it is. It's like an
It's
event.
rare.
Yeah.
It's a rare occasion.
So funny. Anyway,
So yeah,
Joker
Joker,
posters.
Joker 2 posters. What do you guys think will be better, Joker 2 or Penguin?
Penguin.
Joker 2.
Penguin.
Which one am I going to watch? Joker 2.
You're not
Yeah,
gonna watch
that's probably a
Penguin,
good
bro.
point.
It's about
Fuck no.
you.
He doesn't like the Batman.
He
true.
does. He
6
doesn't-
out of 10.
He doesn't
Give it
think it's
a
the
6.
best one,
It's mid. He thinks it's mid.
But
Dark
mid-
Knight and Batman Begins clears.
bro.
I don't think
it's,
Batman
it's gonna
Begins
be
clears.
Sopranos. I've never
Dark
seen
Knight.
Sopranos. But it's gonna be.
Yeah,
it's
shut
like-
up.
it's gonna be the Soprano. I've never seen
It's Italian American.
Shut up.
It's
Yeah.
an
That's-
hey, I
Open
gotta
your
take over
eyes.
show.
Open
you know?
your yeah. No, JD. He's
Why
got
would I
some good
watch that
points.
when I could watch House?
It's true. God, this guy in House. Actually,
Yeah,
it's like House,
Okay.
but it's in Gotham.
Oh, fuck. You got me on
yeah,
that.
yeah. Instead
Well.
of a doctor, he's a
They both have a
crime
crime
boss. Yeah. But
I'll watch like a
he
YouTube summary of it. Like,
Yeah,
there's,
so
like, a
imagine
20-minute video.
House, but he's a crime lord, and the hospital, but it's Gotham City.
I'll watch a I don't know, like someone's. I'll watch like Soup's review of it, and then I'll be like, "Ah, man,
out of everyone.
Because that's what you
went to
do.
him.
You trust his review the most. Every time something
Yeah.
comes out,
His
you're like,
book.
let me
his
check
book,
what Soup
his
did.
book.
I watched
guys-
his
you ready
reaction
for
to the
this?
Sonic trailer, and I was grinding my teeth
Oh,
the whole
he's-
time for some reason.
Why did you watch his reaction?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't say.
Average Soup's viewer is Hunter Murray.
Yeah. Well, Hunter does have the next bit of news here, being the Sonic 3 trailer.
Hey, we talk about the other movies on
We
here. We
do.
talked about the rumors leading up to this. I feel like this is worthy of
Yes.
talking about.
No.
We got
It's
people
fair.
commenting on the last post of A Hero Story after like 6 days after it came out saying talk about it. So
Yeah.
sorry, I got really
Um,
defensive there.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that because of you, I watched this trailer and I was like, this is fucking sick. That I watched the trailer and I went, I can't wait for this movie.
It actually looks. I mean, my boss watched it and he's like, I have no context for Sonic stuff whatsoever. Why was this a perfect trailer? It's a perfect trailer from start to finish. Like it gets you excited.
It was awesome. It was actually so sick. Yeah, I loved it. Actually,
Did
loved
you guys
Harper,
watch
did you
it?
watch it? Harper, did you watch it?
No.
You guys should
No
watch
way.
it and you'll realize, okay,
Okay.
this looks good.
All right.
This looks good.
Don't do it now. You son
I mean,
of
they
a
can do it
bitch.
now at the same time.
It's got Keanu in it.
Yeah.
JD,
got,
JD,
like,
can
3
you bring
lines.
up? Can you talk about House like for like 2 seconds again?
So Dr. Gregory House has a cane and he
Okay,
walks with
leave
a
it
limp.
there. Me, when I'm a British citizen and I see a rather large vehicle, huge lorry.
Nice.
I've been thinking about that for like 5 minutes.
There's a scene in House. It's an Australian doctor and he goes, "You're British," and he goes, "No, I'm Australian." He's like, "Use the Queen's money, like you're British." So that's you.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm basically British.
Yeah, you are British. Hunter told me you were British when we first
Get
met.
up, say good morning to the wife, Susan. Go down to the
Say
pub,
that.
have a bit of banter with the boys. All right.
Well, at least our schools aren't shooting ranges.
There was, oh my God. Oh, we're watching Game of Thrones. We're watching Game of Thrones, right? There's a point where a song plays, and I was like, I was so sure that it was the American national anthem. Like it sounded so fucking much like it.
Well, can you play the song? Can you find what
She
it was?
said something, and I just went, "What the fuck is a kilometer?" So loud. I've
Hell
never
yeah.
felt so patriotic, and I'm not from America. It's
Hell yeah.
awesome.
Because of
That's
Game
enough
of
reason to go to
Thrones,
America
where
right
you
there.
thought something that wasn't it. There you go. You can watch it, and then you can give your judgment after. I gotta just say real quick, this is a perfect trailer. You start off just kind of like recapping. And you get right into shadow immediately. You show Maria, showing that she is gonna
She
die.
gonna die.
Gonna
Are you
get
gonna
shot.
cheer when she gets shot?
I'm gonna scream it.
No, but like
I'm gonna be the guy that flipped during No Way Home.
If you see this at a midnight showing where it's like Sonic fans, the audience will cheer when she gets shot, right?
That's
There's a lot of-
insane. Can you please record that, Hunter? Like, or at least have it going on your lap. Like, I need to hear.
People will
It'll be like when Cap catches like the hammer.
hammer
like,
at
it's gonna be
Endgame,
that kind
yeah.
of.
I don't know if you guys have seen the video because the Sonic Symphony, they're making music, they're traveling,
Yeah, I have
like
seen
they're doing
this,
a
yeah.
world tour, and they play like Shadow's theme during a symphony, like an opera house, and they show gameplay behind them. And when they do Shadow's theme, there's a cut where they show a soldier holding a gun up and shooting Maria, and the whole symphony cheers every single country that it goes
I
to.
saw that actually. I did
So there's
see
like a compilation on YouTube. It's like Japan, England, America. Every time it shows Maria get shot, everyone's like, "Woo!"
Are you gonna be seeing this in
Cheer.
theaters like multiple times?
Yeah, probably.
So there's gonna be some showings where you go where it's like kids mostly.
Yeah.
That's gonna be wild that you're gonna be cheering with children crying for Maria dying.
And you're gonna be going, "That was pretty sick, huh?"
Oh, you gotta.
But it's like they show an area where it's like destroying, show Shadow like sitting there, so it's like, okay, she dies at that point in there.
Yeah.
So
she would,
they are showing like this
It
is
also-
gonna
I mean,
happen.
So Tyler, you know enough lore now that you're like fully in on Sonic.
I'm in totally invested. I was about to say the fact that seeing Sonic and Tails and Knuckles team up, like it's like the fucking
It hit more than
Trinity.
Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
It
in
literally
2016.
did hit more than them in BVS, where I'm just like, yo, look at this, man.
Yeah,
This
they're
is
like
so
teaming
cool.
up, and
I thought she
Yeah.
was with you.
Shadow looks cool. He's using chaos control. He's using all his powers. He does the Kira slide on a
Yes, he
motorcycle.
does.
So
Oh
it's
my
like, oh my
this
god,
fucking guy.
he's got the
Do you
skate
think
shoes
he's
on.
gonna shoot a gun?
I think they'll reference it. Like maybe he'll pick one up, but I don't think he'll shoot it.
Oh,
Will
he's
he love
Keanu.
Latinas in this movie?
Yes, he has
Hell
to.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
famous line.
do you think that maybe they'll do like a Keanu reference where they'll do like what does he say in the Matrix where he talks about guns? He's like,
Oh, guns, lots of guns.
Guns.
Yeah,
maybe
lots
yeah,
of
maybe
guns.
You brought
And
Hunter-
also,
I mean, Harvey.
and also in John Wick.
John Wick, he does do that. So he can finish
He does it
his
in
trilogy
3.
of saying
I
that.
think
He
they
can say it
the
in
might.
Shadow.
Keanu trilogy of guns.
Yeah,
I
dude,
think they
that
might.
that's actually sick.
Oh, that would be perfect.
So-
Harbor, have you seen Sonic 1 and 2?
Come on.
Like even I watched them.
No,
Yeah,
I did
JD, are
too.
you gonna see 3? Maybe not in theaters, but do you think you'll watch 3?
I'll watch it. Probably not in theaters, but
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna watch it.
I respect that.
I'm definitely seeing it in theaters.
I'm very excited. I have 2 theories. Also, they do Fat Eggman, which I like. I think that Gerald Robotnik, who is Eggman's grandfather, who they meet at the end of the trailer, Gerald's dead by the time this happens. Like this story happens. I think so. I think Gerald's going to be a figment of his imagination. I don't think he's actually going to be real. Because he is
That was
dead in
weirdly the
this point of
sickest
story.
thing I've ever seen.
See? Like it's actually a
Weirdly-
good trailer.
Dude, when they're like standing there, all 3 of them, and he's like, "You're a
Yeah.
colorful bunch." I was like, "This shit, this looks like Endgame." This is
are you
fucking
ready for the
amazing.
comic series Eggman by Tom King?
Yeah.
Oh
we
no,
talked about this.
I'll
We
Tommy
talked
Turtle
about
myself.
that.
before I
Isn't
read
it
that
crazy
shit.
that none of this was possible unless the studio got bullied for the eyes? Like
Mhm.
if the original came out and they were never bullied,
the
that would have
teeth.
never gotten a sequel.
Why
Mhm.
the best, the top two? Like we went decades without a good video game adaptation, and now we have like what? We have two of them. One of
Yeah,
them is
you
The
got
Last
Sonic
of
and you
Us,
got
and the other one's
Mario
a
with Chris
Sonic
Pratt.
trilogy.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Mario was fine. It was fine.
Yeah,
It was
we got
okay.
Rampage with Dwayne Johnson too.
We did get
We did get
and we got
Rampage, it's
Borderlands.
true.
We
I
got
loved
Borderlands like 2
Rampage,
weeks
man.
ago as
Yeah,
well.
we had
Claptrap.
Claptrap. Yeah,
You got Assassin's
Last week.
Creed. Wasn't that a movie?
Did you
or a
guys
show?
ever watch the?
Yeah.
Was?
Oh yeah,
With
Assassin's
Michael
Creed. Did you guys ever watch
Fassbender,
the
Assassin's
Fassbender,
Creed.
yeah.
Warcraft movie? Did you guys
Oh my
watch that?
god, the Warcraft
okay.
movie. I
I
heard
I,
Halo
about it.
show.
I hate that movie, Hunter. I hate it so
Oh
much.
yeah,
I
Halo,
didn't
the
mind
worst
it.
show ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But now,
Halo
now we have
sucks.
Sonic. So real quick, my other theory, Eggman gets the quill, and he's like, I'll help you on one condition, I get a quill. I think it's going to use that to make Metal Sonic, who's a major character, major villain. I think that'll be the villain in the fourth movie. So I think they're setting that up.
When are they bringing in the Green Sonic who does the raping?
They won't because of
my
the
God.
lawsuits.
Oh,
We discussed this.
Hunter, will they save that for a fourth movie? Or will he build it in this one, and it'll be the thing that Shadow and the other ones team up against a fight?
Oh yeah,
like
they'll do
Godzilla
like a
versus
they
Kong.
fight for a bit, then they meet.
It could be,
I mean, it
which
is
I'd be
Mecha
okay with.
Godzilla,
I would
right?
be okay
Yeah.
with, but I think think it could be an end credit scene too. But either
That
or,
trailer was genuinely an 8 out of 10 until I heard Keanu Reeves talk, and I was like, oh, I love him so much.
it's 10.
Hunter, can you
But even at the
explain?
end when they like jump at each other, it's like it's
Yeah,
exciting.
no, look, yeah, the action looks like really fucked.
Yeah, yeah, fun.
The
What if-
CGI
what if,
characters
like-
look great.
It went from like the worst CGI model in history that they then had to like update
Yeah.
to now a trilogy of movies that is the best
They
movie
got bullied into
adaptation
making a
of
good
video
trilogy.
games.
Like that's wild.
That's nuts.
And they look good. Like the CGI is great. In this.
Hunter, think about this. Your Sonic trilogy is likely going to end up better than Disney's Star Wars trilogy. Think about that.
It already
Sonic got a
has.
trilogy before Superman got a sequel.
Yeah.
Man, we're getting Sonic 3
So
before
many
GTA
things
6.
happened before that. I mean,
We got
the first
three
movie
Sonic
came out in
movies before GTA
2020.
6
Like
came
this
out.
is a very quick trilogy.
that's
Like
true.
4
Yeah.
years and we got 3 movies. So it's
And the
pretty good.
Knuckles TV series.
Yeah.
We don't.
I'm glad Knuckles sounds a lot better in this. He's not as
That's
dumb, I
my
guess.
jam.
yes. At this point, it's like I
I
actually
want
sound
you to
like I would
explain,
like to fight him.
Hunter, that thing you put on your story about some sort of cosmic god that created Shadow.
Oh
What the
yeah,
fuck was
I had I think 8 people saying, "Can you explain on the podcast?"
Yes.
Sonic lore time.
So yeah, it's been a while, but I'm
Give us
sorry,
a
I'm gonna
drop.
talk Sonic lore. So Shadow was created. This is just his origin story here at this point. Shadow was created from Gerald Robotnik, Eggman's grandfather, to protect Maria, who he obviously fails at because she gets shot. But in order to Gerald makes him like a machine, but to give him more of an organic life, he makes a deal with the devil. So there's a life force out there called Black Doom that's watching Gerald the entire time he's working on experiments, and Gerald knows this.
There's a
So he calls him out.
Did you say a robot?
Well, Shadow was originally going to be an android,
Okay.
but he wanted him to be more of like a friend to Maria instead of just like a lifeless robot.
Uh-huh.
So Black Doom came in when like, hey, I can give him life. I can make him like organic. He can be a friend to Maria,
Uh-huh.
but this is making a deal with the devil here. So he's
Black
gonna
Doom.
Yeah, so it's like if I want, I can snap my fingers and he'll be under my control, kind of thing. But Gerald's like, that's fine. So they make a deal with the devil. So Shadow is technically like half alien hybrid, not like Sonic alien, but like a devil hybrid.
Oh
So
my
he is
God.
half devil, essentially. And Black Doom is a Sonic villain as well, but he is literally the version of the devil in the Sonic universe.
He's like
Kind of like
Mephisto?
Space Devil. Yeah, a little bit. There's another devil called Dark Gaia, but Black Doom is like the meme of like, "Hi Sonic, it's me, the devil." Like that comes from Black Doom. He doesn't actually say that, but he is Black Doom's
No,
whole
I'm just-
storyline in the Shadow game is he decides he wants to go to Shadow, and he says, "Kill every single person you see, man, woman, or child."
Jesus.
That's his dialogue. And so in the Shadow game, you can choose to either fight Black Doom or shoot every human you see. So it has
I'm
an
just-
evil ending and a good ending. The evil
on
ending,
the-
he actually snaps Eggman's neck.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
on
the
the
fun- he's-
Black Doom wiki, and it has his likes and dislikes. He likes
Oh, he-
death, torturing humanity, taking over Earth, manipulating Shadow, and he dislikes those who get in his way, failure, anyone who can rival him, and humanity. So, you know what? He seems pretty evil.
Yeah, he's not a good person. I don't think he will be in this movie because he is a little ridiculous, and you could just say Gerald made him
Maybe
instead.
he'll be the thing that the three of them fight at the end, or the four of them fight at the end.
What if it's just Mecha Godzilla though?
What if the end of this movie is they're all at a base and Sonic is talking? He's like, I think we got to come up with a team name. And then
No.
Shadow's like, oh, that's fantastic. And then Sonic looks at him and is like, say that again. And then Shadow says, that was fantastic. And then he says, okay, I got it. And
I really like that.
You like that?
I
just
really
came up
like
with that.
Black Doom, like he's very controlling, but yeah, I do like that. I do like that.
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah.
Tyler, what about this though? 6-episode miniseries, and you kill Ben Mendelsohn on a highway about halfway through.
Oh, and you kill Colby Smulders at the very beginning.
At the very beginning, yes.
Oh, and then you have Daenerys Targaryen have a Drax arm. That sounds better than Sonic 4 or whatever. What is this? Sonic 3?
Sonic 3.
What would they do next for it? So last movie introduced Knuckles and Tails. This introduces Shadow.
It's gonna be Silver, probably.
Silver. Is that the one that time traveling with the zombies and stuff? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See,
I can see Eggman builds Metal Sonic, and then the end of the movie, Silver comes back. He's like, Metal Sonic killed everybody. So he travels, but it's like a Terminator sort of situation. Like I have to stop him from building it, but he's too late. Lois Lane is
or like the androids from
yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
Who started Better Call Saul? That's Sean Goodman.
Oh no. Oh no.
But yeah, very, very excited. Gerald Robotnik, real quick for those who don't know, he creates genocide. So that's his whole thing.
He craves genocide. Oh, they said he creates genocide.
No, he's
That's
angry.
what I thought you said. What did you say?
Craves.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard creates as well, and I was
but
like,
I guess
what do you
as
mean?
a craver,
As
a craver of genocide would create a genocide, wouldn't he?
Makes sense.
His whole thing is like, so the end of Sonic Adventure 2, Gerald is he's on a firing squad. He's about to be executed via firing squad, and the whole cast of the colorful animals watch it happen. But his final words are basically like, you took my granddaughter, so I'm going to take the world. Every man, woman, and child will die by my hand. And as soon as his heart stops, it activates basically a nuke.
Why did your parents allow you to read this?
This is
in the video game. Like,
I'm reading Gerald Robotnik quotes. This is Gerald's blunt response to being asked if he had anything further to add prior to his execution. Quote, no.
Kind of based.
That's the quote. I just wanted to see what his wiki says he likes and dislikes. It says he dislikes the Black Doom, violence and weapons, but he likes Shadow, Maria, and model guns. Is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool.
So
can we move on?
Hunter is the author of all these wikis. I'm like convinced. Like,
yeah, this will be the last thing, then we'll move on. It's the description of Gerald's death. It says his execution tape is being broadcast all over the world on every single communication device as he publicly announces the destruction of the universe, telling the entire planet that he lost his granddaughter and everything he worked on for years. He went absolutely insane over it, seeking pure vengeance against everyone and everything, now viewing humanity as a stain to him and his life, telling every single person of every age that they are going to die because of him and they will feel the loss and despair he felt. After he finishes this message, he is executed by shooting. Most likely his death is also publicly viewed by everyone in the world.
That's crazy as fuck.
It's the blue headshot that goes fast.
Can you imagine like you're like playing Subway Surfer on your phone, and then all of a sudden like Gerald Robotnik's live execution pops up?
Yeah, no, literally, yeah, you're doing any.
You think it's an ad?
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. You know what? I'm just on the wiki again. I'm looking at what Eggman likes. It says more than 3 meals a day, being sent letters of encouragement, telling people what to do, his plan succeeding.
Being sent letters of encouragement? Who's sending him letters of encouragement?
Orbot and Cubot.
Oh, okay, cute.
Robots that you make to encourage.
Dislikes losing, machines that do not work, his mustache being ruined. Great guy. Yes. Anyway,
I saw that post
This
earlier.
guy.
Based, very based.
No.
There's a
Anyways, I'll shut up about Sonic now.
are we on comic time right now?
Yeah, we're on
Yes.
comics now.
What are we talking about? I have unfortunately
you
this
read, JD?
shit.
Nothing. I just like comic time.
Okay.
happy.
We were gonna talk about Aliens, Avengers. Obviously, it came out this week. I
That's
fucking
what I
got
read, yeah.
the only issue they had left was a goddamn
But
Venom variant.
Tyler,
cover.
once again,
You got
that
the
cover
Venom
is more
variant?
accurate to the
It was the
book than
only issue that was left at the store.
That's
That
more
cover
accurate.
actually is
you,
cool.
You encourage the Venom variant when you buy that.
I know, but I had to
Tyler,
read
that
the
cover
book.
looks cool.
I know, but I like the regular cover with the actual Avengers on it.
Yeah, but the regular cover's a lie.
With
is
like
a lot.
Captain
Well-
America and Iron Man.
Yeah,
They're so
true.
good in this. So did we know that they were going to be old beforehand? Because
No, we
not.
didn't. We had no idea. All right, listen.
absolutely did.
We talked about this in the chat. When they did Predator Wolverine, it's written as though it's canon. It doesn't interrupt anything. It adds to the canon. So if you want to believe it's canon, then it's canon. I thought this would be the same way. Turns out this is an Elseworlds future end of the world story, which is probably for the best.
I think
it means they could do more things. It means there's
Yeah.
more stakes involved. So
I'm clearly right, aren't I? About that old man that I thought initially was supposed to be a version of Peter Whalen. That's absolutely old Tony Stark, isn't it?
Tony Stark.
Because the cover for the next issue has
Is
that.
an old Tony Stark.
Oh,
yeah.
did you see
And
the
an
cover
old
of this
Steve.
issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
Looks
true.
fucking
But this is
sick.
actually them. That's actually the characters in this story.
Yeah.
They
So
have the same
when it
design,
opens
too.
up, it opens up with a bunch of Shi'ar torturing Kree
Yeah.
because he has a chest burster in him, no? And they're trying they're just the Shi'ar are doing bad shit with the xenomorphs.
But
and
are they
Sparks.
actually the Shia? Because like when they find them, they find that one of them's an android, or is that just the one that was being tortured?
but I think the Shi'ar just have one.
Okay, cool.
They have for some reason they have a Wayland android.
Yeah.
We never give this the credit it deserves, but T'Challa under Hickman, fuck,
It's
dude.
perfect.
Always, every single time, man. Like, you never think about the fact that under Reed Richards in the whole New Avengers to Secret Wars arc, it's T'Challa's the other main character. He's the one that goes through with the other arc. And just, I love, especially Assad Ribic on this book, heavy Secret War vibes.
Oh yeah.
This book is this was just fucking awesome. This was just fucking sick, man. I loved it.
I think you liked it. I don't know about Hunter, but I think you probably liked it the most, would be my guess.
Yeah, I think I just the fact that it's so different from what I expected made me a little. I don't know how I feel about this.
I
right
think
now.
I like finished it and went, that was pretty good.
No,
yeah,
I
it was
thought this
good.
was so cool.
I'll continue reading or something.
Yeah, no,
drop
agreed. It's
this.
worth continuing the series.
But I think I
was
would have
like,
rather them just being
think
the
I
age
agree
that they
with you.
are.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like,
No,
I like the
think I'm
idea
fine
of a
with
big
the
swing.
Elseworlds.
Like old He-Hulk,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right about old He-Hulk.
I think for me, am I tired of stories where it's just like, here it is, we're slightly in the future and everyone's dead and it's miserable. Like
Well, it's also
what they're trying to do here is like Val Richards is trying to reverse engineer a xenomorph egg so that she can create a virus that will wipe out all the other eggs, effectively killing the alien for the source. So when all the other aliens die, they can't make any more. But call me cynical, but I genuinely was like, what's the point? Like, you might as well just like
World's
drink,
over anyway.
do what you want to do,
Well,
and then
it
fucking
seems like
die, 'cause
everyone's
it's
already
fun.
dead.
That's what I
Everyone's
kinda-
dead.
I kind of liked about this issue though, because we talked about this. It adjusts to the timeline and the world of the franchise. So, like, Alien has never been set in the modern day. Alien, that franchise is always in the future. So I guess if you're going to adjust Marvel to it, for Hickman, it's not just about the literal xenomorphs. It's about this world that this universe is in, and he's trying to merge them in a way, right?
I mean, Alien versus Predator is modern day, but they're also
Yeah, but
really
that's not canon. So
it's not canon, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
you got to remember David with the goo, Matt.
yes, but we also talked about this. I think Hickman probably is like he seems like he'd be a huge fan of this franchise. It seems like a thing that'd be right up his alley. Especially, we talked about this. He's definitely a Prometheus fan. There's no way he doesn't like Hickman. Especially seems like a guy that would love Prometheus. I just thought this was cool. I just like the idea that even though it's pretty unrealistic, like that the xenomorphs could just destroy the Marvel universe. You know?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like I
You have
thought it
like
was
Thor and so many characters could fly.
Yeah, like
there's
it's
so
one of those
many.
things that just doesn't bother me anymore when they do that with
It's
like what ifs.
it's just like it. I don't think I bought the idea of like, right, we're gonna send pods down. There's 2 or 4 alien queen alien eggs, and then like 12 infected people, and that will be enough to take over a planet. Like
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
buy that. Like
Especially
I
the
genuinely
Marvel
think the
616
modern
Because it's
day
the Marvel
Avengers,
universe.
yeah, the modern day Avengers would wipe out Xenomorphs so fucking quickly. Like they would
But I
destroy.
don't know. I'm just good with the idea that I guess they can. I don't know. I don't really
Yeah,
care.
you have to buy
Yeah,
it.
it
Yeah,
doesn't.
suspension
It's
of
one of those
disbelief.
things that I've just gotten like, yeah, it's whatever. You know, remember when in Injustice when Nightwing dies because he hits his neck on a rock? It's like, what?
Yeah.
So dumb.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
this isn't even the main
Terrible.
version. What does it matter to me? Um,
These end of the universe stories can be good. Tom Taylor did that one about like, oh, there's no more power, Dark Age or
Dark
something.
Ages.
That's a good, really good like what if story, and it's only like 6 issues. But it's like, what if there was no power in the world? That's just the
Yeah,
only premise,
Oh,
but it's
that's
very
right. The big
good.
EMP one. Yeah. Tony
Yeah.
Stark
Yeah,
lose a leg or whatever. I remember that.
yeah,
Sure, there's a
it
leg.
is very, very, very well done.
I was so I think I set myself up for like more with the I just assumed that Val Richards, last member of the Fantastic Four, was gonna have some like crazy idea, and it was get like the issue would end, and it was gonna be some sort of time travel shenanigans or something like big cosmic, like we're gonna take all this back, something instead of we're just gonna kill the eggs. Like that,
Mm-hmm.
who cares
Because
about
she's such
killing
a
the
like a
eggs?
large
But
scale
she's dead too,
thinker.
right?
She's like a
It doesn't
she's.
matter.
You know what I liked about this? I liked this one scene though where Val she gets the face hugger, and then she
Mm,
retreats into her little bunker, and when Banner opens it, it's just the xenomorph in there.
That was
yeah,
That
cool.
kind of felt like in The Walking Dead when a character dies and then
yeah,
another character walks into the room and they're a zombie now. And it's like, oh, I
yeah.
also have to kill you know what I'm talking about. But I
It's like
also have to kill
Merle.
the zombie version of them. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I guess the
Merle.
idea, the xenomorph kind of version of that is pretty cool.
I think
What about the
I think
Miles thing?
this is a stupid. Can
Why
I
do you
like
have
before you get
teeth
to
in
the
that one
Miles?
panel?
Because he's got the
Because he's
symbiote.
Venom.
Oh yeah, I'm dumb.
Yeah, no, Hunter, I saw the same thing. I sent it to the chat, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Yeah,
And
me
Tyler
too.
was
I
like,
was
"Wait
definitely
till the
like,
end of the issue."
excuse me? What do you what is that? Is that
Yeah,
like is that a
I
mistake?
genuinely thought Assad Ribic was like drawing a xenomorph, and they were like, "That's supposed to be Miles," and he went, "Fuck," and had to like
No, you know what?
change it at the
I
last
was assuming
minute.
I was like, is Assad Ribic trying to do a thing? Like he's like no, like not just the eyes emote, but he's got a mouth on the mask
Mouth
now.
now.
Oh
You know?
yeah.
Uh, because he has a, you could see it. He has a mouth in this panel. You can kind of
You
see
can't
Yeah.
see that.
it. And it's just teeth, and it doesn't ever get brought up, and we're confused. And then at the end, we find
And
out
then, yeah.
Miles gets
He
face
is
hugged.
Venom.
The venom comes off his suit and attaches to a face hugger, and then that jumps back onto him, which
I
is
was
weird. But it
this
looks
Is
is
kind
he?
of
like
Does he have an
neat.
anti-venom suit, or is it just like a Future
at the end
Foundation
he
thing?
does.
It might just be like unstable molecules or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
This is the
Wasn't
white
sure about
suit
that.
underneath it. Yeah.
I think this is another suspension of disbelief thing, but like I know I complained about it in the chat, Tyler, but it annoyed me that like really like Val of all people, they didn't have a way to get a chest burster out. People have been doing that on the fly in the Alien franchise for like 20 something years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't like the face hugger and the chest burster is not a death sentence if you have technology like this. If you're cocooned in a wall, you're fucked.
If you
But
have
like
the
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 smartest
Marines
woman in the
do it.
world too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, you just cut it out, bro. They did it to Ripley in Resurrection, and that movie
Yeah, like because
sucks. Like,
if
you
if
know,
the
the
aliens
Marines
in
did it in the games.
obviously in the Marvel universe, they have their own version of the xenomorphs, which are the Brood, pretty much, right? Like the Brood exist as a replacement for xenomorphs in that universe, and they've never been a big deal ever. Like the
Yeah.
X-Men fought the Brood back in Claremont's run, and that was pretty much it. And they show up every once in a while, and if they ever came to Earth, they would get slapped by the Avengers. And so if in the actual Marvel universe in 616, if xenomorphs showed up, Reed Richards would probably be done with it in 2 days. He'd have a
Yeah,
little
genuinely.
thing
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
like you inject a thing, and if you get chest burstered, actually it kills it, and whatever.
I feel
Or
like
a
Doctor Strange would
virus.
cast a spell that just like eradicates them
Yeah.
like he did with
How do you
vampires.
even-
Like,
How do you
And if he
even
can't do it,
chest
Robert
burster
Downey
Reed
Jr. Doom
Richards?
could just do it.
yeah, how do you chest burst Reed Richards? That's a good point. Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Doom. Fucking
But how did they kill Reed?
no,
They
That's a
acid
good
him?
point.
They
Makes sense.
acid Reed? I guess
How'd they get Doom? Like they wouldn't be able to do a chest burster with him.
maybe he's still alive. We don't know. Who knows?
Like there's a lot of characters that
true.
wear
I guess we'll
masks
find out
here.
more.
I am hoping this feels so anti-me, but like for a book like this, you have to do it. I'm so waiting for like when a super powered character gets chest bursted and then the affected chest burster has some sort of ability. Because like a chest
like
burster,
golden
an
xenomorph.
Shit,
an
when
alien
they do,
always
like,
takes the attributes of its host. That's been a thing for so long now.
Yeah.
I want them to
they're
like,
gonna
are they going to do a Hulkomorph?
They're gonna do a Hulk. I
Yeah,
was
they
literally
are.
about to say the Hulk. Yeah.
They're going to do a Hulkomorph.
Oh, it's gonna
Or
be
it's
creepy.
gonna, or it's gonna chest burster Hulk, but it's just gonna not be able to break through and suffocate in him. That's kind of
Ooh.
gross. But don't do
Yeah,
that.
well,
Actually,
that is the
Ooh.
thing. Like a chest burster will not kill Wolverine. It would not kill the Hulk. It wouldn't kill
but
like
it
any
did
of these
though. I
people, bro.
guess. I mean,
If
the
one of the
Xenomorph.
chest bursters gets T'Challa, would it be okay for it to say Wakanda forever, or is that still kind of odd?
That is not what I thought. That was not where I thought that was going.
So stupid, man. Can Xenomorphs swim?
Yeah, they swim in Alien Resurrection. Woo, the best movie in the
Because
franchise.
One
it
of them
shows them
swims
killing
in Alien
Atlantis.
versus Predator Requiem.
No,
too.
remember, Hunter, the best scene in Resurrection is that fucking scene where they're all swimming underwater and the two xenomorphs are like chasing after them. That
Mhm.
scene is actually kind of lit.
So
for
they're
the
gonna get
movie.
Namor underwater.
They did.
They probably did, yeah.
No, that shows Atlantis. They shows there was no
Yeah.
record of the fall of Atlantis. There were no screams to be heard. Yeah. So
Damn,
yeah.
man.
But it shows the xenomorphs killing everyone and all the Inhumans in Adelan. It shows them invading Wakanda. It shows them killing Apocalypse on Krakoa, and it's like, no, this would not happen. But I'm in it for. I don't care. I guess it's whatever.
Hmm.
Ignore Hellboy, but this is actually like horrifying, man.
In Xenomorph,
Like, look at
in
them.
Alien.
They're more creepy underwater than they are like on land, bro.
Just don't
Yeah.
ignore
Like,
Hellboy.
donk. Movie sucks.
I gotta add, for this issue, it has probably the worst dialogue I've read in a comic in a long time.
Oh,
what
here we go.
was it?
I get that it's
This
an
dude read
Elseworld
700
story.
issues of Dragon Ball
So
Z, and he's complaining about dialogue. Jesus Christ.
Hickman.
Draymond doesn't have bad dialogue, it's just yelling. But
Tyler's just said Hickman.
I get that it's a new world, you gotta explain things in a short amount of time.
Mhm.
But Val, she's being attacked and Bruce saves her, Hulk saves her, and he says, "Young lady, you are late." And Val's reply is too much
Oh,
information that's so
I'm a
unrealistic for
44-year-old woman who's
She
been
says-
divorced 3 times. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you just been saved, and your response to being saved is, "Bruce, I'm a 45-year-old woman who's been divorced twice because," and I quote, "relationships are for people who are aware and of acknowledge the needs of others, but I am sorry to keep you posted." Well, why?
Yeah, and the
why are you
xenomorph's
bringing-
still chasing them.
Yeah, well, you're being chased, and you're bringing up that you've been divorced twice. I'm sure he
Well,
knows
yeah,
that.
no, you are
I'm
right.
sure he
You are
knows
right.
your age too. Why are you bringing this up?
Yeah, and he knows you've been divorced. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the most like, that's old
That
school.
took me out of it. I'm
comic
like,
book dialogue.
Okay,
What?
I guess I
Okay.
guess I have to know for the story that she's been divorced.
Man, yeah.
It's so it's
Also, Hulk is
dialogue.
like Hulk looks like 80 something. Like she is a young lady too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hulk
he's
is
aged.
geriatric in this dude. He looks
Like,
like
bro, Bruce Banner,
He's the same age
especially,
as
like,
Harrison Ford when he's with
yeah.
Hulk.
No, literally. Actually.
that does
Bruce.
It does admittedly look sick.
I mean, but this panel is sick. Like this panel alone, I feel like
That panel was
That-
sick. That might be
yeah.
the best one in it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just the Hulk fighting is. I mean, that's all it is, right? It could have been some easy kind of big blockbuster brawl, but Hickman wants to weave a tale, so I guess we'll have to sit along with it. It could have been so easy, just a bunch of aliens fight Spider-Man or something, and oh my god, one of them's gonna kill Mary Jane, but then he webs it at the. You know what I mean? But no,
That is
he's got to tell a
definitely
story.
Tony Stark.
You think so? You think he drew on
Yeah.
that little handlebar?
No, that's
No,
a tube to
isn't
his
that
thing.
a tube
but,
for his
I know,
nose?
it looks
Yeah.
like a mustache.
I thought it was at first too.
but the fact
Yeah.
that like the dialogue thing on the next thing is that it's definitely Tony Stark, and that's so
think so.
weird.
I guess we'll see.
They're so old. Like they're not even like 70s. They're like 98.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is so
Well, it
old,
wouldn't
man.
be that long, right? Val's what, 8, 9?
She's 45 in this.
No.
Yeah.
No, but he's saying in
regular
main universe,
comics.
if she's 8 and
This
they're
is-
like in their
Oh.
30s, that means they're only
Yeah,
like
that
25 years
implies
older
that
than her.
Tony and Bruce were like 55 in this universe before the time
Yeah, they were
jump. Like,
default 50 or something, and now they're
Yeah.
now they're 90 years old. It's been 30 something years.
Like they do not look good for their age. None of them do. Even Carol looks. Carol, she looks
Miles-
okay, but
Even
still like
Miles
90.
but even it starts. T'Challa's already old when it begins. Actually, now that I think about it, when
Yeah,
it
he
starts
is, yeah.
before the time jump, T'Challa's already old.
You know,
Yeah, I
Tyler,
know.
like I get what you mean about like them trying to match up with the timeline of Alien, even though like by Marvel standard and their ages in this, it isn't quite, it's like still 40 years behind where the Alien movies are.
Mhm.
But also like, couldn't you just make it that like this is set in the future, like the Alien universe level future, and just still have like the Marvel universe be like normal?
Young.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
'Cause these characters haven't aged in fucking 80 years anyway. Like, it doesn't really
You like
matter.
the scene though where T'Challa cuts the head off the robot?
Yeah, no, that all the T'Challa
that was
stuff is
cool, yeah.
sick. That costume, that outfit is so good. He looks
Yeah,
sick.
I mean it's
as.
just Ribic, isn't it? It looks
Like
Yeah.
JD, who is this?
Penguin.
That's the Hulk.
That's the whole. He's so old,
Bernie
bro.
Sanders.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're yeah. It was
I'll read
good.
the next ones.
Yeah, I'll read the next one. I hope it gets better, but
It was
Yeah.
no Wolverine's revenge. That's for damn sure.
You don't think so?
No,
I liked Wolverine's
issue was
Revenge.
fine as well.
Yeah.
Maybe, guys, is Jonathan Hickman becoming mid?
Is he washed?
Is he
would never
washed?
do that
He
to
is
me.
Jumped
old.
off.
Is
He's
bro
off of
cooked?
Gods now, right? So it's just Ultimate Spider-Man and this and Wolverine. He's
I mean,
cooked.
Ultimate Spider-Man's
Wow.
still pretty peak. So,
Yeah.
Harper,
What-
you caught up on Daredevil.
All right. See, I was going to talk about it with you here when, oh, geez, that you look like you're in a gas station bathroom with that light on. That was crazy.
I've been keeping it off.
I was going to talk about Daredevil with you because I thought the other two weren't here, but I don't think I'm going to make Tyler and JD sit through me being like, I caught up on Daredevil. You guys want to talk about it now?
That's
When
good.
everyone's been like, dude, are you going to read comics for the last year or not? Like,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's
Well,
fine.
it's
I was
good.
I was about to
It's
ask.
good.
Are you gonna read Gods by Hickman?
I'll put it on the list.
Are you ever gonna read The Flash, asshole?
Are you ever gonna read?
No,
World's
I
Finest?
saw the new series is up to issue like 12 or something, and I looked at it and it said the Flash family reunited, and I genuinely went, I hope JD's happy. Like I was happy for you to have that.
Fucking read it. I hate you.
No, you
JD,
don't.
what are you reading right now?
Flash,
I
World's
think.
Finest, Superman,
Superman's good.
Are you caught up on
Titans,
them?
Green Arrow, Nightwing, and then all the Jeff Johns Image books.
Are you caught up on all of them?
I'm like 1 or 2 weeks behind on everything.
Oh.
I was just traveling a little bit, so I was a little behind.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can I ask you guys something? I might be like dead wrong, but like in this is the only thing I'll say about this Daredevil run. Gods has 14 issues. What?
I also,
no,
I
some
finished,
of
I
those will be
finished
the,
Old Man Logan by Jeff Lemire. Fuck.
some of those will
It
be
does
the
fuck
Marvel
his face.
Unlimited.
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
That,
yeah.
that
Infinity
final
Comics.
arc is
Okay.
Yeah,
just
fuck Infinity Comics. I think there's
Why do they put them in the same fucking thing? That's what I hate.
because they're dumb as fuck. Because they're stupid and I hate
It's like
them, yeah.
issue 1 and then issue 1.
Yeah.
Like
How many
that's
issues
so
are there?
stupid.
6, 7?
yeah, it's it said it's ending.
imagine if
Oh,
Harper
that's a
was-
good cover.
Imagine if Harper
Yeah.
was epic and read that. Fucking bastard.
Yeah, Harper, you are missing out on the Flash of China.
Oh no.
On Avery.
Yeah, in Daredevil, right? Like there's this really cool concept that all the devils, like all these demons of like greed and gluttony and lust and whatever have
deadly
followed
sins.
Daredevil out of hell, and they're all possessing various people, and they've most recently possessed the Kingpin, and it's cool. And every time he exercises one of them, he says like, "I send these devils back to hell." I'm being like thrown by the terminology. Is that correct? Like, is greed a devil? I would have assumed a demon.
It's one of
And
the
every time I
7
read,
deadly sins, though.
so yeah, but like he says, like this devil, he's possessed by the devil greed or whatever, and it just reads weird to me. Am I wrong? I don't know. Like it's been throwing.
I think it
me
depends on the
Remember,
media.
you don't remember in Shazam when they have the 7 deadly sins and they're all a big bunch of monsters?
I do remember that, but
Exactly.
I also know.
Oh, never mind.
No, it was the terminology that threw me. I'm like, he keeps talking about the
I
devils. I'm
mean,
like, dude, Matt, we've got so many devils in the Marvel universe already, man.
Yeah.
Can you like
they
specify?
could, it doesn't really matter that much.
No, it doesn't. It just
Yeah,
throws
I
me every
mean,
time.
the seven deadly sins are in a lot of media, and they can be portrayed as devil, fiends, just people. Full Metal Alchemist, JD, if you remember from 20 years ago,
Yeah,
they're in that. Yeah.
yeah.
It was more just because like he'll like say
Is
a
the movie
thing and
7?
he's talking about like the devil has no power over me and you are just a pawn of the devil, and then he calls the devil a devil as well. It's just so many devil stuff.
Oh,
It's
you're a
confusing.
pawn of the devil, devil.
Yeah. Devil,
Yeah.
yeah. And then his name is Daredevil. And I'm like, are you sure you're not Dare Demon? It's throwing me, guys. It's throwing me.
Well, there's
Yeah.
there's always been this debate. I don't know if it's ever. I think this is official, like Marvel canon, but Mephisto's not the cosmic or
The
not the
devil.
like religious devil. Who the hell is that, Hunter?
No, but there is a religious devil.
There's a guy. Well, because Mephisto, Mephisto is a.
It was so
That was so weird.
Who
That was
the
like a
hell
horror
is that?
movie.
Why were you so?
Mephisto is a cosmic being that takes the
Yeah.
place of the devil in a realm that's similar to hell. But there actually is a
Same
devil
with
because
the
there's also a
beast.
god. Because
Yeah.
I in Immortal Thor, not Immortal Thor, Immortal Hulk, Ewing says that the one above all and the one below all are the same thing. Like it's one entity.
Hmm.
So that's cool.
Who was that in Fantastic Four this week then, Tyler?
Wait, how do you
Oh,
what do you
because you held it up and you went to say something like twice.
Yeah,
Well,
but
Interrupted
Reed
how
you.
did you
Richards
know?
has an encounter. Yeah.
How did you know this? You read this?
I skimmed it.
Okay, well, Fantastic Four 24 comes out. It's the one I have the poster of on the wall. Great fucking cover. Incredible Alex Ross cover.
Yeah, all those covers for that series are crazy.
Okay, well, what he is referring to, Harper's referring to, bunch of alien shit, Fantastic Four story, yada yada. The alien goes into a particle accelerator and he's gonna shoot himself to the end of time.
That's a
And
Flash
Reed,
reference.
it is a Flash reference, yeah.
Mm.
And then
CW.
Reed's like, God, this is like the Flash. I gotta go chase him. And so Reed gets in the ship with him, and Reed is on the ship with this guy getting sent to the end of time. And they witness it. They witness the end of the universe to the point where they're the only two things left in it. Oh God! And then we get this page
Loki's there.
where
That was the page I read.
Reed Richards gets taken by a giant golden hand, right? And
Dr.
there's an
Manhattan.
omniscient dialogue box that says, "This is the time of the becoming of the ninth cosmos. You are not to belong here. There is a doom coming. You are needed there for your family." And Reed says, he says something. He says I had encountered something in the void, a warmth, a hand that felt like home. And his last words as he leaves from this is he goes, Franklin? And this giant hand of God, this is how the one above all is often betrayed, is Franklin fucking Richards. And he saved him at the beginning of the next iteration of the cosmos because there is something fucking cooking.
There is a doom coming.
He and
in.
his family will be needed to stop it. They're
Cool.
building another goddamn Secret Wars. I went on this podcast 6 months ago like a fucking crackpot, and I said they're doing all this shit. They're setting up stuff over here, and the one above all, and the Beyonders, and there's the eighth cosmos is gonna end, and Nightmare said it, and then fucking Doctor Doom is the Sorcerer Supreme now, and shit's fucking cooking. And then they did the Enigma shit. Oh my God, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
God, I hope it's Robert Downey Jr., man. I hope
too.
so
That's
bad.
Doom, yeah.
I
Oh,
hope
that
it's
Ultimates
Greg
issue, that
Land
Ultimate issue next
drawing
month.
Robert Downey
you
Jr.,
imagine-
written by Mark Millar.
Oh my
That's what I hope.
God.
Don't
Can
never
you
let him cook
imagine
again.
if though like they get to the end of this story that they are hyping, and then the last page says there is only Secret Wars, but it's Avengers Secret Wars. Go see the movie. It's all.
Wow.
I would
Yeah.
just be like, I'd burn all my.
As
comics.
long as it
That
says
would be-
specifically that there is only Avengers Secret Wars, go see the movie.
go see the movie in theaters. Yeah. I thought this was crazy. The next issue is them going to the negative zone to not the negative zone to Latveria or something because they're gonna chase Doom. It's issue 25. But this whole Doom as Sorcerer Supreme thing, plus all of these things that they're seeding, like how Nightmare and Avengers said that the Eighth Cosmos is coming to an end, and how they've built this Dominion thing in X-Men where that's actually the reason that the Beyonders destroyed the multiverse in Secret Wars. They're literally like actually building to something. And
I hope so. I feel like I don't trust it.
It weirdly could be like the Maker, honestly.
Oh my god! Could
If
you imagine?
if they tie the Maker in with this, where it's like, no, he's
They
branching
fold
out.
fucking Ultimate.
Yeah, he's branching out into the multiverse. Listen, a year from now, right? They're building to this next year is going to be One World Under Doom. A year from now is not only the time when the Maker comes out of his city, it's also Amazing Spider-Man 1000. It's going to be a lot of things happening in this like kind of similar time period. They could just genuinely do the Maker gets out, issue 1000 of Spider-Man is him meeting old Ultimate New Spider-Man, and the big event is 6160 multiverse crossover where the universe ends.
Sorcerer Supreme, Doom, and the Maker. Like,
yes.
Tyler, you talking about this, I genuinely felt like Hawkeye at the start of Endgame. Like, don't give me hope.
Don't give me hope.
Because that sounds like the coolest idea I've ever heard.
Secret Wars, but it's the Maker or bad guy, the Maker's Doom. Hell yeah, feed that to me, man. Put it in my veins, And
so this could be next year.
This could be I just think it's fascinating that all of those, at least those two things specifically, are happening around the same time.
Yeah,
and that they're building this as well. It could be something.
Maybe I reckon that set personally to me, that sounds better than Year of the Villain or whatever the fuck DC does.
A lot of things sound better than Year of the
Villain. Every time
look at the sky in every issue. You see
I was
the
gonna
circle?
say, you would see. Fuck that, man. Oh my god,
I hate DC comics.
It's like, Lex put the circle in the sky at the same time, and you see Batman see it in Justice League Batman Detective Comics, but he's in a different location.
Yeah, it happens when Bane is running Gotham or whatever. Do you think it's funny that DC is also allegedly building their own kind of Secret Wars type thing with Darkseid?
They are, with Absolute DC.
DC. Dude, they're fucked because they said that this is also their whole all-in DC with Ultimate, Absolute, and the regular universe is going to culminate in one event that crosses over the universes. They're fucking behind on this, man.
But they're starting with Secret Wars. Like, at least Secret Wars took fucking 20 years of building.
They're copying like the homework. You know what I mean? Like and I know this would have been planned before all of this happened, but they got to get rolling, man.
Bro, if Absolute DC fails, someone check on Jonathan or Joshua Williamson.
Jonathan Majors.
No, because Williamson's been trying to make like a big DC thing for like 5 years now. And he hasn't really gotten it.
I want to show you guys something, and I want you to tell me how it makes you feel.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Which changes.
Tell me how this makes you guys feel, like looking back, because I feel nostalgia. I really do. What do you think?
It's the panel.
Yeah, I remember where I was.
Can you put that over Time of Your? Can you put Time of Your Life by Green Day as we flip through the pages?
Another turning point.
The button and like other Rebirth events.
Wally coming back.
DC Rebirth #1 and just
my jaw dropped so many times in that issue, bro. that is
Wally,
one of the craziest experiences.
I remember JD texted me being like, "I'm crying."
So that issue is one of the most insane things. And now it's okay.
When I read that, I don't really even know that I was fully aware of like the Wally West character at all. So I was just like
the guy from Young Justice.
I was like, who even? Don't they have?
I was reading DC Rebirth 1. It was just he's done miracles on me, and I was just like injecting it in the veins.
Injecting. At the end, I had read Watchmen by that point though, and I do remember Batman pulls out the pin, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ, oh no.
They jumped the shark. They jumped. No.
But we've talked about this. Like, how do you make another DC story after you cross over?
Watchmen 3.
They could.
Jeff Johns comes back.
Doesn't he? He was planning it though, wasn't he? Because Flashpoint
Yeah,
Beyond.
that's true.
The girl shows up and she says, "We're looking for the Watchman," who is
Yeah, that's true. They
the
were.
baby
And then he left.
Doomsday Clock fucks de Leox, whatever the fuck the Joker's called.
fully, yeah, fucks de Leox.
I don't fucking speak French.
I don't either.
Stay Alox. Who stay Alox?
I did great when I was actually in France.
I do think it's
yeah,
I do
bet
think
you
it's
did.
interesting
Sure.
that when they describe this new this all in thing, they describe it using like the metaverse from Doomsday Clock. Like
Yeah.
this is they're going to carry over these concepts because we haven't heard that reference since Doomsday Clock exists in its own bubble where like it happened, but nobody really talks about it specifically. Like it did happen, but they're always just like that Dr. Manhattan thing, But they never like talk about like, dude, remember when everyone thought that like the Superman theory was real and everyone was a fraud? Like that was a whole thing.
He comes back as Superman.
He will come.
Oh.
He's the Watchman, though. That's what they called him in Flashpoint Beyond. The Watchman.
Where is he? He's being raised by Night Owl and Silk Spectre.
So yeah, that's it.
But where?
Who knows?
In the Watchmen universe.
You know well, yeah, in the Watchmen universe. Yeah.
Well, he's actually they live over there. You can see on my camera.
Was that who was
guy.
walking that dog before? Was that him?
that was the Watchman.
John Osterman's kid or him, whatever it was.
Was it a glowing blue guy holding hands with a little kid out there looking at the flowers?
Yeah. Was his dick out? Like
yeah.
It was.
It's interesting, though, that
but it's okay because it's Watchmen.
Yeah, because it's a comic book.
Is that what you say? Do you flash people in public? You go, it's okay because it's Watchmen.
But he's only when he's
people don't question it, in Watchmen.
Yeah. When it's Watchmen, you don't question it. When it's real, apparently it's a big fucking dick.
Apparently it's a crime.
I have a criminal record.
Oh, so it'd be okay if I was blue. Okay.
Oh, so I see how it is. If I was blue and ripped and I could
you start shaving your head in the streets. Yeah. Hey, is this better for you?
They would just shoot you, man.
I'm in Canada. I'm okay.
Oh yeah, you're sorry. But it's fascinating to like the whole the Superman theory, the Supermen theory. I feel like that could have been an event on its own, like a good event on its own, where the whole world, there's this conspiracy that spreads that America creates all these superheroes, so the public sentiment against superheroes turns. I always felt like, not that that's wasted in Doomsday Clock, because it's obviously like tied into the thematics of it or whatever, but that could have been an event on its own, like a whole storyline on its own.
I regret bringing up Doomsday Clock now.
Because we always go on tangents about it.
Yeah, okay.
Doomsday Clock happened. It's like heartbreaking. I feel
it's Netflix, Marvel, and Doomsday Clock that just breaks the show. Like, all
the two greatest things.
30-minute.
Doomsday Clock isn't bad. It's just it could have been a lot better.
It's the greatest book of all time.
No, it's not that it's even bad or that it could have been better. It's just that it's a sequel to Watchmen.
Yeah, it could have been.
What if it was written by Jonathan Hickman? That'd be epic.
What if it was written by Jonathan Majors?
Oh,
then it would be abusive.
It would have been epic in a different
So you would love it when Silk Spectre shows up and she goes, "I'm a 50-year-old woman who's divorced twice because I quote."
Imagine when she was saying that, like Miles and Bruce were like,
I know. Yeah, I we've moved past it. So
yeah, we gotta go.
Wait, real quick with this. I did notice this about the Alien Avengers issue. I know we'll get back to it, but when Miles has the mouth, real quick, I did notice this because I went back. He says, "We can't hold this much longer." So it was clearly setting up that he's Venom. I just remembered that off the top of my head. He does say "we."
Oh, that's cool.
Anyway, I just wanted to remember that. I got nothing else.
2008 console. Nice.
What?
The 2008 console. He said "we."
We. Oh my gosh.
That was rough.
This is not a bad episode, but it is the lowest energy. This feels like what this podcast will be when we're in our 30s, and it's
because we recorded late. Like, it's kind of late.
Yeah, I know. It's on me. I know.
Yeah, no, it's late as fuck. It's 1 p.m.
Like, you should have the most energy. Fucking
yeah. I mean,
daytime for you.
You know what? Next week, quiz.
Oh, dude, I genuinely thought about it. Like, it was on my mind like 2 days ago, and I went, "We'll never have a podcast where we have all four of us anytime soon." And like, lo and behold, it's literally this.
When are you back from your trip, Tyler?
Tuesday.
Okay, we could.
Do what?
All right. Well, I guess is that
Wow.
all, folks?
That's all, folks.
What do you give this podcast on the boom meter, Tyler?
I give it a boom.
Boom!
I give it 5 booms.
Oh, you
out of
like him
boom.
too? You like him too, JD?
No, I fucking hate them, but they're on my explore page
No!
every single day on my FYP.
We're bringing the boom around the. Okay, anyway.
Quarter past it. Tyler and I
Hunter and I love the
secretly
I've
Costco
never even
talked
been inside
about
of
him.
Costco, but I think about a chicken
Double
bake and a
chunk
fucking double
chocolate
chunk
cookie.
chocolate
Bro,
cookie
I
every
went
day.
to Costco. I sent Hunter a video. I went to
We're
Costco last
Costco
week.
guys.
I got a chicken bacon, a double chocolate chunk cookie.
Yeah, he sent me a video of him like booming.
Boom!
Me
Boom!
booming.
Yo, big
Wait,
AJ?
send you a video of what?
Of
Never
him
mind.
booming. It was like 20 minutes.
Stop, bro. Don't tell them. Can't trust
Anyways,
you.
I guess I hear there's a storm in DC, so Tyler's coming.
Yeah. Ooh, you better. And I'm coming hard. See you guys next week.
What?
Quiz.
What?